What's up, everybody? It's The Bad Place. This is David. Cameron made me do the intro tonight for one of my best friends in the entire world, who I love very, very much, who's on for the first time tonight and will be on a lot in the coming episodes. His name is Alex Lange. He is one of the most charismatic, smart people that I know. We have long conversations often about simulation theory and the possibility of the world being spawned around us as we walk through it. Think about that for a second. I've done some of the most stupid things in my life in the company of Alex. I won't say what they are because I don't want to implicate myself or him, but he and Matthew are some of my favorite people in the whole world. They are French, South African filmmakers, actors, creators, models, influencers. They do it all. Right now, they're making a really dope IGTV series, and I'm super proud of them. I'm super happy and grateful to know them. They do not deserve all the praise that I'm giving them, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love them. And also, Cam wanted to pick the intro song for tonight's episode.
Wait, real quick. Hey, guys, this is Cam, by the way. I was in the other episodes. In regards to Alex's career and his lifestyle as an influencer, I thought it would be appropriate to play one of my personal favorite Alex Lange clips, really a classic in the Alex Lange archive, which is a promotion he did with Tinder that documented his first Tinder experience. He doesn't know that I'm adding this into the podcast, but I thought it would be a great way to show people what we're doing here. I mean, this video truly is the cornerstone of the Alex Lange cinematic universe, the ALCU, which, now that I think about it, sounds a lot like ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union.
In 2020, I made a resolution to challenge myself. So today we're going to be doing something which I've never done before, which is create a Tinder account and trying to meet up with someone who's the complete opposite of me. I have no idea what to expect. Hopefully, it should be fun. When I graduated,
I liked it. I mean, it made me want to get a Tinder.
Well, look out, ladies. It's David Mooch. But no, I mean, it's definitely a good ad, right? Until he says this one thing, which is in this next clip.
All right, so I'm back. It's been a few hours, and we have actually started a conversation. So I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I'm gonna ask her if she is available to just kick it.
Yeah, again, this isn't that bad. It's just the way he said, kick it. Like, yeah, we're just gonna kick it. Like, fuck you, Alex. But we're roasting him too hard. He's a great guy. He's a great actor. He's a great model. He's a great friend. One of the best folks I know. We get intense on this show. We get real. We roast, and that's just, so, you got to deal with it. We're tough,
Mama, don't you worry, I'll be okay, I'll be alright when the sun sets.
The first couple seconds of that song we just played was Mama by Rory, which, Alex, you showed me that song.
Yes, sir. It's one of my favorite songs ever, to be honest with you.
That was last summer. That was like a year ago. We were sitting in Adrian's backyard. We had just had a bunch of people over.
I love that place.
Iconic
place.
We had just had a bunch of people over to watch like Euphoria, and it was a ton of fun. But I mean, last summer in LA, that whole thing was a blur. I never know when the two of you were in LA at the same time. It always overlapped. But David, were you in Israel last summer?
I was in Israel last spring, but last summer, Alex and I did a lot of booling. Like Cam, you were like in and out, and like I think Alex and I were here the whole summer, right?
I think so. Cameron, thank you for crediting me with that song because I feel like that's the nicest thing like a person can do. Isn't that a nice thing to do to your friends? Just credit them for bringing a song.
Oh man, you're behind so much of my music selection, especially my music selection when I'm trying to make people think I'm cool. Cause like obviously they're the people who know what I really listen to, which is like the Hello Dolly soundtrack and Wicked. But I do really like some of the shit you showed me. You showed me Crown by Stormzy. You showed me
Oh, I love
basically,
that song.
it's an amazing song. You showed me
You showed me
basically.
that song.
Hey, thank you guys. Wow. First of all,
There's a
that's
whole
very
train here.
sweet. Damn, this is turning into like a fucking adorable little just friendship session.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
And second of all, Cameron, your taste is beautiful in its own musical way.
I haven't recommended a single song to you that you've found anything other than like weird.
No, Ben Platt, you put me on to. I enjoyed it.
His music is so good. Did you listen to his new one that he just put out?
No, but please send the link my way.
Oh well, it's definitely his best by far. And then Phineas did some of the mixing for it, which was super cool. But I'm trying to remember. There's another. Oh, you got me onto Mac Miller, and I remember the night. It was when we were at Grace. We were at Grace's party, and Grace is somebody we literally just mentioned in the last episode, so she's getting a ton of love on this podcast. Well deserved. We were at her Christmas party, I think. We all three of us were there, right? Or David, had you already left?
I wasn't there. I left.
Oh, well, we were there.
You were there in spirit. We thought of you the whole time, so it just kind of felt like you were there,
Well,
Thank you.
David, you and I also went on that like beautiful, sweet Christmas lights zoo night with Grace.
Oh, yeah, that was so much fun.
With the fake snow and the Santa pictures. So I just associate the two of you with Christmas, even though all three of us are Jewish. But Alex, it was
I'm Jewish. Whoa, this is news to me, dude.
all three of us being Grace, David, and I, Alex.
Oh, right. My bad. I thought you were talking about this podcast. A lot of respect for my Jewish friends. I live in the
Aren't all of your friends basically Jewish?
Yeah, definitely. They have the coolest traditions, dude. Like, it's a coincidence that most of my friends are Jewish, but they're like great people.
Wow, this is now a religion and spirituality podcast. My name is Cameron.
No, but one thing I appreciate, I think, about the Jewish community is the fact that every weekend they all just take the effort and the time to meet and hang out and talk and catch up. And I think that's something that's lost in so many communities. Like, I crash Shabbat dinners all the time. David and Cameron and I haven't had the chance to have one, but I'd love to.
Wow, what a nice thing to
That'd be
hear.
nice.
Cam, have you not come over for Shabbat dinner before?
I think I've done Shabbat with you guys. Yeah, that's when we met Talia's family. Do you remember?
I wasn't there, unfortunately. No, for me.
I've kind of seeped my way into David's LA friend group a little bit, and they're all such great kids. They're all such nice Jewish boys and girls, and one of them I am kind of engaged to, I guess. I met her
Yes,
family.
you are.
I met her family.
I did not remember you meeting her family.
I think that was her parents. I don't know. I don't even fuck. Oh,
At my house?
That story isn't interesting enough. No, yeah, it was. I don't know. Whenever I'm at your house, there's always some sort of nice conversation going on in the living room. Your parents are very loving and friendly people. But Alex, back to what I was saying about the night we were at Grace's Christmas party. On our way back to your house, it was either in it was in an Uber, I guess. You were just playing. David's making stupid faces on the Zoom right now, trying to make me break. He knows I'm gonna. Alex, you were just playing all these songs for me that were throwing me for a loop and opening me up emotionally. David, turn your camera off. But that's what got me into Mac Miller, which is like the quintessential white depressed teenage boy music. I owe Mac Miller to you. I owe Leon Bridges to you. I owe you so much, dude.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm glad you still listen to that. I didn't even know that. That's dope to hear.
I listen to 2009 every day. I listen to Love Story by Taylor Swift every day, which you didn't show me, but I thought I should say that. But
yeah, I don't think I showed you that particular one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a classic. We're blowing through time, and David is being a douchebag on the screen.
Should I share a funny podcast type story about David and I that people don't know?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Isn't that the point of the podcast?
What story is this? Tell me in like a word.
It's the story that a lot of people probably don't know, that your dad is my doctor. I feel like this should be put at the beginning of the podcast because this is a great story. David's dad is a very successful doctor in his own right, and is really a great guy. And in fact, he's so good
Thank
that
you.
I actually made him my doctor. And I went in for a physical exam, and the word physical exam is very intimidating because I feel like you don't know what to expect from a physical exam. And I don't know why I felt like there was gonna be some very intimate, like doctor to patient stuff going down, and it made me very, very nervous for my first doctor's appointment with my best friend's dad. Which is just terrifying. You don't know what's gonna go down in that kind of a room. But he was the homie, dude, and to this day, it's never been weird. Great doctors.
It's never been weird.
And that's just another way we bond is, like every time I come to your house, I hang out with you and I dap up like my doctor, my homeboy.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
my dad has. You go.
I was just gonna say, how many lines were crossed? Like, did he give you like a?
No, wait. Okay, we don't need to
jokes.
We don't need to know
Jokes,
details
like,
here, Cameron. It's okay. We can leave it to the imagination.
Yeah, doctor-client privilege, or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
My dad very much has a capital on the French population of Los Angeles.
That's so true.
I swear every French person that I've met in this city is like, oh, you're Mizzou's? Your dad is my doctor.
Mama, you can smile now. Just wanted to make you glad.
Hey everybody, stopping the episode for 1 second. I promised myself I wouldn't do this again, but there's one more Alex interview that I really felt like I needed to share with everyone. Alex saw the legendary animated film or stop motion, something like that, Kubo and the Two Strings, and he gave an interview that really kind of defined the film and gave it the personality that it has. I think it's something that'll inspire a lot of young filmmakers around the world and people who love, Japanese cinema.
All right, you guys, so it's Kubo and the Two Strings. Have you guys seen the preview, and what are you most excited to kind of see about this film?
I mean, I saw the trailer, and one thing I'm super excited about is the characters. I know they have a bunch of creative characters, and we got to see the behind the scenes, the set as well, so I think it's going to be super amazing. I'm very excited.
I mean, he makes a lot of really good points there because the characters were great, and the set, all right, sorry, I will go back to the episode. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Alex. I love you, man. You're the best. Alex, the reason, the pitch, the elevator pitch for why we're using this as our intro to Alex episode, because you're such an integral part to the family that it surrounds this podcast and the brotherhood. And now that you're on, we've had you, Mooch, me, David. We've now covered all the bases. It's like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man before the Avengers movie. We've got all the boys down.
The Marvel approach is strong.
The Marvel approach is strong. We talked about it in the first episode. So now,
thank you for having me, dude. Like, I'm very impressed with what you've done with this, meaning that you took it from so much more than just an audio recording, with the animation, I don't know if you want to talk about this publicly, but like the things you're cooking up about it, wink, wink, video game. I don't know if I can bring that up.
That's the thing we definitely can bring up. We're making a mobile app RPG game where you play as David and you go to Alex's house, you go to Colombia, you try to find me, you go to Mooch's apartment. It's going to be crazy. The thing that we can only vaguely allude to is the fact that we're looking to put out some animated content within the next couple of months. That's very early stages, very preliminary, but we're looking to moving forward into some really cool new things and just kind of like, taking this time where everybody's kind of forced in and using that to push ourselves to be as creative as possible, which is something Mooch was talking about in the last episode. And Alex, like, you're out here gassing up the podcast that we're all doing. What the fuck is up with your Instagram live series? Like, what does Instagram do they email you? Does somebody from Instagram email you and ask you to do this kind of content? Because it's promoted by them, right?
Yeah, so I don't think I'm technically allowed to talk about the specifics or whatever, but it's essentially just a partnership that I'm getting into, where I'm just trying to bring different kind of content to my social media. I guess it's pretty cool to have the time in quarantine to think about what it is you want to put out there, and really have the time to take a step back and be like, okay, this is what I like, and like this is what I'm doing, but I don't really like. So I really feel like just the ability to have the time to create content that is more authentic to me and that I enjoy making is pretty much all I've been doing in quarantine. So that's what the IG TV series is a bunch of projects that I'm taking up now that I have the time to take them on. And of course, one of them will include you, and one of them will have to include David in the future.
Alex, I just Googled it. Did you know that you, well, I think that this is right. It says on azcentral.com that Wyoming has about 560,000 people. You basically have more than 3 times the population of the state of Wyoming as an Instagram following.
Whoa, first of all, I didn't know Wyoming was that small. That's pretty crazy. Second of all, I mean, yeah, you know, it feels kind of weird. It's hard for the numbers to set in or feel real at all when they're really just like on an app. You know, it's hard to really put that into words, but that's crazy to hear. Damn, that's wild.
Well, that's what like your whole status as an influencer should be. In my opinion, that's what your relationship with it should be, is finding every weird thing you can compare the number 2 million to, and just finding every bizarre niche.
I can't say I've ever done that, but that's definitely maybe something I'll start doing. It sounds
I have as many, you know, Instagram followers as Genghis Khan had direct descendants in the 1400s.
Is that a lot? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. And I also think that might be historically inaccurate, but I think he has a lot of descendants. David, do you know anything about that?
I don't, but I'm looking up what are 20 million things of things. I don't, I'm not exactly sure what to look up, but I want to find cool.
David's trying to find us some entertainment. He's on hold right now.
Yeah, David is the creative director for this episode. This is all in his hands.
That's hilarious.
But what was that video that you and I called him Matthew just there. What was that video you and Matthew put out this morning on your Instagrams?
It was a friend of ours called Mouse Carter, who's an artist. He makes music, great music, if you guys want to go and check it out. And he had a song that he had put out, but he had no visuals or kind of music video for it. So since Matt and I had the time to kill, we reached out to him and we're like, hey, like, can we make a music video for you? And we made it in pretty much like 2 days. No sleep, a lot of editing, and yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's like a music/lyric video for a very talented friend of ours.
What programs did you use?
We used kind of a lot of programs. It's a mix of like After Effects, Adobe Premiere Pro, Lightroom.
David, did you find another 2 million
I cannot find anything. The closest thing that I found is that the Vatican City is 0.22 times 2 million square miles. I don't know why that's significant. Because that's not even the number. It's 0.22 times 2 million. So it's a weird way to break it down. But yeah, that's what I found.
There you go, Alex. Being an influencer is a rewarding thing.
I guess. I guess so.
What have you been watching?
Man.
Me?
David, take this over.
I was actually just gonna say that I just started Naruto, just because, like, I felt like it was time.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I needed to get into anime, you know, so I felt like Naruto was a good place to start, and I'm liking it. I'm like halfway through. I think I got through like 5 episodes, so I don't know.
I know you're already. Dope. I know you're already on one anime show.
You're about to recommend Cowboy Bebop.
No, although also great recommendation. You have to watch Death Note.
Oh, so you know what? I saw Death Note. I saw the live action version of Death Note. Yeah.
No bueno. No.
It honestly wasn't bad. I liked it. I saw it on Netflix and I watched it and it was nice.
It seems like the type of part.
Brothers, and I believe one of them is in that movie. I think it's Nat or Alex. I don't remember which one. And the movie's all right, but it doesn't even compare to the anime. You really have to go and check it out. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's available subbed, meaning with subtitles, or dubbed with English voiceover. You know, it's really worth your time.
2 important things. Sure. Alex Wolff was absolutely amazing in Hereditary, and also the Wolff brothers were part of the Naked Brothers Band, which is actually the TV show on Nickelodeon that got me into orchestra. I saw one of the kids at a cello, and I took 10 years of orchestra class afterwards because I thought that one kid looked cool with the cello. But David, did you audition for Death Note? I feel like that's right up your alley.
I did not, but I did audition for Hereditary.
Really?
No way. You would have killed it. I would have watched that over and over again. Who would you have played?
Thank you.
He would have been Tony Collette's character.
Yeah. I would have been the grandma.
Whoever the nakedest, oldest woman is, David was a shoo-in. Anyway, folks, this is one of our shorter episodes. This is just us vibing out. Tune in a couple days for more vibes and for more of the boys making some noise. Everybody, give us a closing statement. David, what's your testimony?
I want to say to the judge that I love the boys. Peace and over and out.
Wow, I don't know how I'm supposed to top that off. Thanks for having me, Cameron. You're the man. I appreciate this. I appreciate you. I think it's cool that you're bringing a bunch of my favorite people together on this podcast. So it's dope to come on for 10 minutes. I'll probably be on soon, and thank you for having us.
And on, I guess the last thing we'll say is, David, tell everybody one thing you don't like about yourself.
I don't like.
You have to think long and hard about this one. It's not gonna.
I don't.